What's going on, everybody? It is Tuesday. Good news, bad news. Good news is that there's a bunch of good looking stocks right now. Bad news is that they all look so good for a gap and go. I don't know which ones I'm actually going to end up trading, which ones I'm going to have to let go here if they set up. I got Tesla, TLRY, BABA, PYX, and Square. I think I'm going to stick with BABA and PYX. PYX is super strong going into the open here, and BABA's at a huge level at 147.50. If we get underneath that, I kind of expect things to sell off pretty much all day here if we can continue the way that we have been. Tesla's also looking pretty good for some kind of long in here, but then I need to watch out for a downtrend line. So I'm looking for another long-term hold trade to the short side again, depending on what we do here. I think I'm gonna go with PYX here. 48.50 is it? Not anymore. 49.40. Now I can't take it because that's going right into a resistance line. Let's give myself about 15 cents on this. What we got here? About 50 cents. I think I can go 600 beyond it. We'll take it short. We'll see if we get back down to 147.50. If we don't sell off too fast here. Alright, looking good. Yeah, I don't like this. I want to shorten it up a little bit. Yeah, PYX selling off hard. I'm getting close here. I am in. I'm at 30. We're taking off here. Waited way too long again. A little too fast for me, I think. I had the same issue yesterday where I can't react quick enough. I got 61. That was good. I started seeing that green flow on the tape and I wanted to get out as quick as possible. That should have been a lot better. I had a chance underneath 147 and I held. That was bad. We're selling off here though. We're underneath that 50. I kind of wanted to see it early just for a gap and go, but at the same time I didn't because yeah, I gave away way too much on that trade. We're struggling to sit below it here. Alright, well, everything's selling off at the moment. Nothing's pulling up. AMD's making a nice move. PYX selling off pretty hard here. It's a little upsetting. Thought that might be a good long for today. TLRY selling off pretty hard. Tesla kind of recovering. BABA just turned new high a day here. I'd like to see it interact with that 147.50 later in the day. I want to take a short underneath it. Yeah, nothing looks good right now. That's not true. Maybe KR's got something here. I don't have anything until about 47.65. It's gonna break now. Making on the 5th candle now. Square squeezing up. Baba's taking off now. Baba's at 149.50. See, if it consolidated here for another candle, that would have been amazing for an opening range, but at this point, I just feel like I'm chasing it. I don't know. Average true range is 68 cents, so the whole number, and we're about to hit another ATR right now. I feel like I'm chasing it. Okay. Tesla, let's see. I'm gonna go over my plan here again. Tesla on the 15-minute chart, got a trend line coming down here. Not super strong, but strong enough. Just now getting above it, squeezing out big above it. I want to see a failed push here, because we were kind of getting above pre-market highs. Might end up seeing something around 260 before it starts failing. But I'd like to see a failed push higher and get it short somewhere, but that's pretty strong right now with growing volume. TLR, I guess I'm going 42. Low volume, but I should know better by now. TLR can make big moves off of anything. Well, Tesla got so far above that trend line that now it might just be come back for a retest to end up pushing higher, so I need to see it break underneath the trend line again, wait for a little pullback again, so I need to see 2 pullbacks, 2 failed moves here. AMD's up 50 cents. Tesla's moving higher. Wow. Alright, well, nothing's doing anything right now, so I'll turn it back later. Alright, something's going on with PYX here. Not exactly sure what I want to do on it yet. So we had a decent move down, came back to view up, stuffed hard, came back to view up again, failed to move lower, so we're making higher lows each and every time here. Can't. It's not exactly a good breakout pattern. What the hell? Why is it doing that? For some reason I can't. Oh, it's because the time thing's messed up. Whatever. Squeezed above it, failed it, and now there's a drop. I don't know, I think that one could have been a good trade either way, I guess. Kinda got a trend line here, take the breakout down. Bunch of trap longs. I don't know, maybe that was good short. Okay, AMD came back to view up here for the first time. Not liking too much how the 9's on top of it here. But there could be a good entry somewhere. So we're bouncing once. Stop loss would be 69 for sure. Yeah, well, bouncing hard here. Ooh. think I missed it, so I'm gonna stick looking at Kroger here. Come back to view it for the first time. Man, everything is just barely not good enough. Because they all look like this, where the moving average is just underneath or above VWAP, and then price gets stuck right between them. That's our first bounce. 90 is definitely the stop loss. See if we can get another candle here so I can get an entry. I think I missed this one too. AMD really took off there. Oh, not bad trades, but just because that 9 EMA is sitting under and on top of these things, I really want to see some kind of second confirmation. It just feels off if I'm taking it right in between. Yeah, like this is what I'm looking for. Unless it can hold. Okay, Baba's getting underneath this 147.50 again. Shoot. Come on. And SPY's dropping. Okay, so I am starting a short position on this. I kind of expect it to keep going. My stop loss is going to be anything above this 75 right here. Just to start. SPY's dropping. So I'm only risking about 50 bucks to start here. I kind of expect it to really just keep moving down. The next spot wasn't until 145.80. So giving it a lot of room. Leave that for now. Well, I wasn't watching it, but AMD did come back for a second retest again here. Stop loss still 70. Let's see what the tape looks like down here before I get in. Not getting filled. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss it. Huge sell right here, 92. Got right through him. Well, I don't want to buy the breakout. I want to wait for some kind of retest first. That's the second trade I've missed on AMD. I was right there. I just missed it. Just a penny off. I missed the AMD trade. Baba's coming back to view app here. Might give me a chance to reset my stop. Possibly add in more if we get under 50 again. This time risking about 75 cents, so I can probably just add another 50 if we get down there. SPY was pulling up, definitely helping Baba pull up. Nothing's too bearish at the moment. Everything's kind of flat. Micron's dropping. I think I am going to get in more here. Alright, in more. Stop loss changing to a break above view app at about 25. What? Okay, well I actually put my order in wrong, so I had to get out. Looks like we might be failing again here. I might try and retry this, just so I'm still in it. Looks like I would have gotten stopped out anyway, so I guess I saved myself a little bit of money. So stop would be 30, 148, 31. Oh, but the spy is ripping up right now. Oh, I think I'm just going to come back to this later again. Okay, I think Baba's going to be in play again here. We just broke underneath the view app again, kind of coming back for a retest. Not failing quite yet. Spy's starting to turn around here. On the 5 minutes, we got a really nice engulfing candle here. I think I'm just going to end up shorting this again underneath 50. And I'm going to treat it the same way Steve Spencer did, or at least talked about with the AMD trade, where if it works, good. If it doesn't work, then just take it off and re-short it lower again. So now we're coming all the way back to VWeb. Got to about 40. Tape's pretty insignificant. Definitely wasn't the solid breakout of the wedge. I'm not sure how much longer we gotta go. It's still pretty big. See what it does at 40 again. Still not liking it. It's high 38, high 34. Stick with 40. If this move fails, this could be a good short underneath 148 too. Not gonna go too huge. There's no need to risk everything. Yeah, if we get on a view app again, I think this could be a good short. I think we're seeing it. SPY's dropping again. Failed to move higher above yesterday's close. It's another good trap trader trade here. Anybody that got long up in here, this 148 is going to be a stop loss. And with the SPY dropping, that should help quite a bit. Stop loss be above 50. I don't want to cut it too quick. Definitely didn't move like I thought it would. Yeah, we're getting something now. If it's gonna fail here, I have a new stop loss. Yep. Alright, I really want to see this thing underneath 147.50, and I'm giving away all my money. So I'm just going to wait until we get down to 147.50, and then that's going to be it. Alright, watching PYX here, kind of consolidating underneath this, all the moving averages, and right above the 5-minute 9 EMA for several minutes here. We're just now squeezing above VWAP. Kind of topping out at this 70 level again, previous resistance. Wanting to see what it does here. So 9 EMA is just about a VWAP. I think I want to end up shorting this one actually on a failed move here, but I want to see it come back down to VWAP and kind of consolidate so that I have a new point of entry, because otherwise I'd just be waiting to short this thing under probably 47, which isn't a good idea because last time we got there I got bought back up. So just want to watch for now. Baba is definitely not coming back to 147.50 anytime soon. It's sitting at 150 now. Spies is on a tear. But PYX ain't moving with it. And there it goes. Alright, well maybe nothing yet. Okay, I just got back to my computer here looking at PYX. It looks like it's just now breaking out of this triangle here. Spies at high day, really strong. I'm wondering what I want to do here. Keeps failing to move lower every time it gets up there. It just had a push and failed. And this could definitely be a good short under 48 too. I don't know, volume's really dropping off, but relative volume's still very high. 90 MA on the 5 is at 48.33. So it's just underneath VWAP. Spy's still ripping up though, I mean. I don't really know what I want to do. Should probably just let it go, honestly. Stop loss would have been over 49. That spread. And it's right about where it would make sense to be taking profits too. 20 is just underneath the whole number, right about here at 80 something. Yeah, SPY's dropping with it too, of course. Probably would have been out by now. Well, that's disappointing too. So I'm definitely going to call it today. Really unfortunate day, honestly. It's just... those other trades on Baba just killed me. Same with the SPY. Really influencing Baba. So one trade I did take on Baba that was a winner. It was a solid gap and go trade. I knew from the beginning that this 147.50 was going to be a huge daily level. And if we could get underneath that, then could really see some big moves down. Just looking at the daily, it's underneath this little tick right here, and then I went from there to about this 145.80ish. Yeah, about 80 here, and just kind of this little gap fill in here. But we really just never found the strength. Couldn't get underneath it. So the only gap and go trade that I took on it was pretty solid. I mean, it broke down hard. Once it got underneath this 147.50, started seeing a ton of red in there. And I mean, it just bought back up pretty fast. I hit my market order, but I mean, I was too slow to react, and Lightspeed was too slow to get me out at a decent price. So I mean, I ended up only taking about 40 cents off of this trade and getting the rest out, covering a little higher. I mean, I was up $600 on this trade and ended up being like a $230 winner, so that was definitely really disappointing. Later in the day, I was watching this thing the whole time, waiting for it to get underneath 147.50. So first attempt that I took on it, I pretty much took it right at 147.50. We were kind of getting underneath it. We had a failed push higher, break down under the VWAP, failed push higher again, push down even further to 50, and then so Baba isn't gapping on any news, no news catalyst, no nothing, and relative volume's low. It's only like a little less than 2, so I know by now that these stocks are going to be influenced by the SPY because Baba's one of the bigger stocks. That just is the way it is. So I mean, I took this first trade at 946. So I'm always trying to kind of match the SPY, especially with these kind of stocks. So at 946, SPY had just made a new low, and it looked like we were really breaking down, going lower. And then from that point on, we just bounced and took off straight back up. So that definitely did not help the trade whatsoever. And I mean, I added into this, we came back to view up again, gave me a new stop loss. So we got back to 50 again, so I decided to add. So I had 100 shares, only risking about 75 cents. So I mean, it's $75 worth of risk for potentially $2. I mean, I can add again, you know, anywhere I want if it decided to move lower. So that was at 953, and the SPY at 953 had just gotten above VWAP, and then we just took off from there. Where's my thing? There we go. I mean, I tried to put a stop in above at 30. I ended up making it 147.30 instead of 148.30. I mean, I guess I got kind of lucky. I saved myself a little bit of money there. Either way, I mean, SPY didn't help whatsoever. So we got down to 147.50 again. This time I wanted to see it, you know, break underneath and get below it. So I had some kind of entry to take in on there. But never broke below. So instead I just kind of looked for the previous breakout of this triangle here. So at this point we had made a little push underneath the trend line, came back pretty strong towards VWAP here, busted above, had an engulfing pattern going back underneath it. So once these moving averages got over the top of it, I decided to short underneath. I figured there might be a trap trader kind of situation here, where anybody that's getting long under here end up breaking down, squeezing out. Same with what we just saw with that PYX, but I think with relative volume making such a huge difference, in these kinds of trades that trap traders might not work as well as I think they will. With PYX, we had, I mean, it was much later in the day, but ended up making a move, you know, pretty good here within 3 minutes. I mean, within the first minute, I would have been taking profits, but with Baba moving, you know, as slow as it does, low relative volume, I think that's just something I need to be a little more aware of. You know, my stop loss really didn't need to be this high, because I wrote on these sticky notes I got in front of me now, you know, stop loss is a small amount around the level that I entered in. I mean, it just doesn't make much sense to let this thing go as far as it did against me. You know, it came back to here, about this 40, so I mean, that's probably max really what I should have been looking at to exit with a loss. But you know, same situation. So we got 10, 12, 10, 13, and then the SPY at the time 10, 12. So in this case it's 9, but 9, 12, 9, 13 in here. Again, just bouncing up, taking off, and stopping me out. So I mean, I don't know. Really disappointing day, honestly. Couldn't get much of anything going. Nothing's really looking too good right now. I know Kroger ended up being pretty decent. Kind of a triangle pattern here, but this 26 or 2760 area is a big daily support, so I didn't want to be shorting anything into that. It ended up being a somewhat decent move. I mean, might have been a super small winner, but decided to skip that one. I don't think Tesla did anything. Yeah, I don't really see too much of anything in here. The other disappointing was on AMD. Super strong open, turned green on the day, came back to view app, bounced again here, had a decent little triangle. I saw it, you know, it was getting stuck at this 72, 74 area. Put my order in at 75 for 1500. We got down to 75. I just never got filled. You know, it ended up popping above. I changed it to 76. Lowered my share size. I just never caught on, and I mean, it was a straight winner, straight shot, breaking straight out of the triangle it was making. I mean, it would have been a huge win. I don't know what, 1500 off of 25 cents. What is that? Yeah, 1500 off 25 cents, $400 winner. So I mean, there was money all over the place that I just lost out on. I mean, the AMD wasn't a mistake. I mean, it's just, I just didn't get filled. Now it's just the way it goes. But definitely plenty to type up about today. I don't know, you know, at least I executed on these trades. I took my first trade to hold trade over here, and my first trap traders trade over here. So I mean, I got 2 new strategies again. These ones I'm gonna keep. This is not like the front side trade I took last week. These are solid trades. These are definitely ones that I want to keep in my playbook. But still finishing the day green, I guess. I mean, not terrible. So just gotta deal with it. Come back tomorrow. Still ready to trade. Thanks for watching.